Right folks, I thought we'd just go over the 070090 crankcase build. I've got nothing better to do. I've got a couple here I've got to do. Let's put a bit of Stihl 2-stroke oil in the bearings. One side to the side. No, my bearings aren't in there actually, but in they are. Winter's on the way, there'll be a lot of inside work going on. We can find some. Right, what have you got to remember? Put your pins in. I just lock the bit with 2 nuts, you know, one on top of the other, and a bit of a tweak. Don't forget your dowel pins, like I did the other week when I was doing something. You're better off if I hadn't got some crankshafts. I've got 2 here I've got to do. Nice crank these, never had any problem with them. Nicely finished, seems to be. I don't know the name of them, probably don't like them, but I do. I mustn't forget which end goes in which end, because it'll go in both ways. That's I must have lost the brains, not working. That's magneto side, so that will be the one with keyway in, so it goes in that one. Yeah. Gasket on. I'm not going to use any glue on them. I'm sure they don't use it at the factory. Did you spot my deliberate mistake? No? We'll put the thrusts in. You can't have too many thrusts. No, don't forget. Oops, bearings are dropping out. Chamfered side up against a little ridge, I believe. Seems to work. One to the side. When these wear, you'll find out that your crank will start the word oscillating backwards and forwards, and eventually, like on my original OEM saw, they give 2 to 3 mil for this play on this. Always seems more. Let's put some startup lube down on the sides and the bearing with HP sauce. And washers. Oh, where were we? Yeah, it'll move back and forwards, and eventually the clutch nut and washer will touch the side cover. go with the arthritic hands. Again. Again. If I got anything. 4, 5. Oh, I forgot to put the crankshaft through them. Put in afterwards. Probably easier to do. Now we've got to try and spin these on without dropping them into the case. One, 2. I'm having a good day so far. We were. Let me find a proper tool. This is a 10mm. Are the 10? I think they are. Yeah. Yeah, we've not got many summer days left now. Oh, blimey. You know how to do it, old fella. Put it on its side. You were all going to suggest that, weren't you? I couldn't hear you. The nuts and bolts are usually a bit of a problem with these if you buy it in kits and what have you, because you don't get them. Although with the cases you do get, I think you get a set of these. Not sure, but they're easy enough to find. And then you can get a set of 10 for a dollar. These cap head ones. Best to stock up on them if you build a few saws for yourself and your mates. Now we've got everything in. 12 pound for each. Oh, sorry, Chris. Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. 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 Hold on. Right, what else can we do? We'll just go and get the knife. Get the knife and put the residue gasket on. I'll put it down the oil holes. As you can see, they're there. Go straight into the bearings. Right, that's one. I'll just take this apart. Right, I know what was wrong with this one when it arrived. It was short of a pin. I'm waiting for them to come. I don't think I've got them. I've got some over there, but I don't think they're the right size. Hang on. Hang on! No, it's too short, too small. Let's see. I haven't put one in, the last one in. It's I'll put this one in the top, I think, so that it pulls up four of them squarely. See the short end as opposed to the long. Put them the wrong way in, you don't have enough thread. The thread goes in too deep and you can't see them to get the nuts on. Now hang on, I've done something wrong. Yeah, that one doesn't go in there. So whoever's assembled it loosely at the factory I think. Wrong ones. Yeah, wrong ones go in the top. And the shorter ones, I might be right on this, I might be okay. I did send for a pack. There's something else. I don't think it's long enough. It was for another job. Yeah, nowhere near. Nowhere. No. No, they'd be too short. No. Right, bit of juice. A bit of juice, and the oil hole. Now, what did we say about these? They go on recessed side first, and the taper comes out on this one into the magnetosphere. And then you Wally. Oh, in all the dirt. Can't beat a bit of dirt. Don't make sure your pins are in. Thrusts are on. Closed up nicely. A bit more juice down there and down the sides of the thrusts, the lateral thrust washers. Right. That's right, that's the clutch in this side. Yeah. Yeah. I made an oil seal putter in her. See? Oh, it's just long enough, look, for you. That's it. I just turned it out of a bit of billet. Right, washers, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side. It's called Crankcases Revisited. I've probably forgotten something. Know what else I've got here that I can put on them. I know I've got one. Buy half a dozen in no time, they're all gone. That's a snap-on. Must be nearly as old as me. Nearly as old as me. Decrepit. Going together a bit better than our first one. I think this is number 8. I've just found a new place with chains. They're German, but you can buy 104 links of 404 1.6 for 14 euros. 14 euros! So I ordered 204 for the 090 36 inches and the short one 72 links for the 20-inch original equipment Stihl bar. Now don't forget to remind me that I've still got to put a stud in when it arrives. Put the grey stuff. There's a nut for it. Right. What do you think? Get a bit more. And we'll fit the Kolb & Smith barrels, pistons, because nobody can get anything from the United States. It just comes up, we don't exist, and they won't export to us. You go on eBay or anything, it doesn't matter what you put in your basket, whether it's a toilet roll or a Stihl saw, sorry, do not ship to the UK. So I don't know who we've upset, who the politicians have upset. But if you look in the shipping bits and dabs, and you look for your country, but not even in there. Timbuktu, you know, Hawaii, Australia, they're all there except the UK. Great Britain was sunk. As I found a set of governor bits and dabs. Now, how did we say what was the best way to do this? The first one we have to put on is this machine, and that goes into this, into the slot. You see? In here. Ah, it doesn't. It doesn't. It should do, but it doesn't. Probably because it's got a little bit of build up of something on the edge, drilling marks, some of the rubber. Tap it in. I'm going to get a punch. I have a myriad of punches that I used to use for knocking in valve guides, cylinder heads, when I was working. And I'm just going to get the knocking stick. Only a number 3. Could split the crankcase. I think it goes in first, doesn't it? And that goes on top. Yep. Yep. A bit late for this, but we'll do it. I'll bit in a bit. They don't give you a bolt for this. I'll have to go and get one out of the box. No, that's a wrong one. Must be 5 now. 4. Try again. This side up. We want a bit shorter, but I don't think it interferes with anything at the back now. Bend that down a little bit. There we go. And then you have to put the bar through, and it comes through these and the plate. Oh, you can't see. Put the bar through and the plate faces forward, and you've somehow got to get the screws in, whatever. Before you do that, you have to put the spring over. Let me see. That's it with the hook. Goes over the back of these. You can do it any time that, but whatever. And then I'll just put that's squirting out a bit. Want it square on. Well, there's supposed to be a washer on the front of that. I might try that. They don't give you one. And there's nothing on this to stop it moving forward. So it's off flat battery, I have to change it. Try a little washer on the back of there, just to keep that spring more in place. See in there. And put the knocking stick at the back. Otherwise it wavers about a bit there. Do a little bush in there actually as well. And I don't know whether you can get them. I'll get the screws in. You see, you're going to stay on there, so you've got to get these little, but I've had a thought. If we replace them with some socket heads, I'm going to do it left-handed. One. That gets rid of a lot of pain, but you know what we've done? We've got to put, oh, the washer is there. I don't know if it'll be a good idea. I know that it's going to move about. Try. Seems to fit in that cap. It's a little bit big for the shaft, but it's an odd size. It's about a half size. I was going to snip the end off some of these threads. I've got no, only one swing about half the size. I see that. And then we've got to get this little fella here. This little fella here into the slot. You see it? The first one of these I done took me a long time. Sometimes just give that a little squeeze down so that it won't pop out. A lot of pressure in there. I'll just move it up. You can move it and stop the RPM where you want it. And it opens the choke. Then leave it on the back side, connected to the thigh bone. Right, I'll just go and get the socket bits. I think that's the one. My key is worn. Right, so that's the governor taken care of. I don't think I've got many more. Need to put something on the top of there so nothing drops in. And one for the other one. I need to send for some more black. One inch, 25mm or 6mm. We could put the oil seals in, or attempt it. We could attempt it. If I have any, I'm sure I sent for 5 packs. We'll go and have a look. Yeah, they're all right for seals. Put one up. Right, these can be a bit tricky to line up. I sometimes just braid the edge, but it is braided slightly. And the chamfer on the recess of the crankcase. So make yourself some sort of tool. Keep it upright, straight. not right in yet. But I just wanted to find something. Yeah, have a look. Another punch might do. We really are gilding the lily now. Now we're getting used to them. That's good. That's one. So if you're not careful, they ride right over. I can get that out. How I'll get that out. Try and put pressure on the other side. There she goes. Straighten it up. Punch. Should have tightened the crank up. Yep. Yeah, that dropped in there. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit. That's better. Oh, I think it is. So you can't really move sideways when it's right because the piston's holding it centre. But they do slide a little bit when the thrusts, those leather thrust washers, where when you're coming in sideways with the saw and the weight of the crank drops down, and then I found that the nut and what have you on the end wore away your it touched the side cover, the clutch cover. Right, that's one. Number two. Something has to go wrong because it's the old fella doing it. Eh? I could have done with a little bit more meat on the side of there, but that was the thickness of the diameter of my bar. Oh, I'm getting a bit blasé with it now. Good. Last one. Are we going to manage a full house? Cock-a-hoot. I must have forgotten something. Things don't usually go like this. Excellent. Yeah, I know what we could do. I could pick the points, build a stock up. Builds a stock up. This camera's getting hot. Now, what did we work out on this one? Where does this? There's the best place for this to go. I'll just go and get another one. Right, got some coils. We'll go through the setup again. Then I need to really get the I need to get the barrels and the magnetos. Right. Now, it's best if you take the grommet out, put your wires through. Now we found that the best place for this one to go was straight down there, wasn't it? Was it? So that it didn't get trapped. When it gets trapped, it'll short out. Is that loose? Yeah. Oh, push it through. This is the ground on-off switch. See them down through there. Make sure it's loose, not trapped. The short one goes into the points. Right. Through the grommet. try. Remember, we've got this tied down. I'm going to find some, what they are. I'll just set it in the centre for now. Alright, and I just go push the grommet in. Could be easier said than done. The bottom in first. Oh, cool, get it. I think that's good. Oh, there's a flatty. Oh, there's a flatty. Oh, I've lost his specky down with speculators. It's nearly in. That's it. No, it popped out around the corner. It'll be popped out around the corner. There we go. These pipes here, I just make out of, that one's a bit long. If you get them just that little bit too long, these are the pulse tubes. They kink. Yeah, that's a nip. We won't get any oil flow. Right, that's one on. We can do the other. So I didn't see it again. You might not want to. There's the lead. So we found out that that was the best hole for it to go down through. We've got a grommet. Let's see. Need a lead. Up through the hole. Goes that side of the crankcase. And the lead sits in this recess here so it doesn't get nipped. You can move those bolts. Now I have one oil tank, but I don't know whether I've got it in me to fit that. You know what a game they are. Oh, I can't anyway, I haven't got a pump. Oh, I might have. Might have some pumps. Nice if I heard. Wrong one, it's not there. That's not coming on too badly. These are what I get from the broad look. These cap heads. You can buy 10 for about £1. Well, $1.20 or something. Okay. They look nice. You snip it up. Right, I'm not going to bore you with the grommet. Right, the grommet just popped in. You'll have my word for it. That one's a better now in there. Right, so that's about all we can do at the moment. I can't put the tank on. Oh, I can put I bought a load of tank vents, different types and sizes and what have you. I like these, you can see what's going on inside them. There you go. Now, why haven't I done the tanks up? Hey, why are they not done up? Yeah. Oh, we have to put a bit of goo on them, don't we? I don't think I'm going to bother. It gets big so that if the petrol gets to it, it's to get back into your fuel. Just make sure you've got a gasket on it. all I can say about this. Oh, hang on. Ah, that's alright. That's fine. I'm just going to put it on the floor so as I can get a bit of welly on it. Two clicks. Give them another go tomorrow or the next day, and then relax. Right, not a bad morning. Work. Mr. Digwell's up there. I need to tell Keaton today, getting the shopping. He's got the train. Went down on the snow. These are the other tops of they've got a double screw. I think the air just seeps past the threads. There's no hole through them. Which one did we do? This one? No, the other one. You buy a pair of crankcases, you get this cover with it and a set of screws, but I changed the pan heads for these Torx. Just a personal fad. They look nicer. I think I'm going to build these up as my nose, barrel and piston. Might as well go for the biggest saw. It's a man thing. Right, put it on the floor, get a bit of welly behind it again. What have we forgotten? We were bound to have forgotten something. That means we've got to take it apart again. Otherwise it wouldn't be me. I'm going to stamp my leg. I think the aftermarket's got it down to a fine art now, these. Right, I haven't got so many tools this time. Must be getting better. Must be getting better. Right, let's throw yourself some punches down. They're all colours, come in handy. Then red hot, bung them in the oil, hard as nails. Right, oh, I invested in, never had one, always using a string. Got myself a, I've never tried it, I haven't tried it yet. It should go into the, what do you call it, piston stop. It came with a, never had one of these either, for undoing your Chinese flywheels and things. Oh, bought it with the late delivery fee, £1. You've got to shop around, man. Eh? You've got to shop around. I was brought up at the time when you could get a gallon of petrol for 25 pence, pints of lager for 25 pence. Well, I can even go back further than that. 1 and a penny at my grand's pub when I was about 9 or 10 in old money. So, when the spark plug was 25 pence, it's £5 now. Well, 50 pence to me. Right, folks. So that was this morning's little escapade. A couple of potential 090s, could be 70s, but I think we'll go for the big size. The barrels are the same money. Well, even cheaper when I go. Okay, over and out. See you next time.